Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Vet. I'm Brandon, and as always, we're here at Suede Corvette in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Today, we're going to be going over some new features for 2026, but before we get into it, if you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button. That's going to help me keep bringing fresh, new, relevant Corvette content to you. All right, guys, so today we are going to be talking about a few new features for 2026, none that I am more excited about than the brand new Roswell Green Metallic paint option. I'm squinting a little bit because the sun's shining right in, but that's actually a great thing because you can actually see the full metallic effect in this paint option. I have been extremely excited about this. Long before I even heard it was coming out, I think Corvette was really in need of a bright, vibrant, fun green option, and that's exactly what we got. I will let you know all 4 cars that we are going over in today's video are currently available for purchase. I'll put the info at the end of each one. But the other little preface I want to give you on this, I actually personally built a stock car specifically for this video, and I was in love with it. I call it my Green Ranger car because it was a Roswell Green 3LT convertible, natural dipped interior, bronze wheels, bronze Jake hood accent, and a bunch of other fun stuff. But I guess I built it a little too well because as soon as I brought it in the showroom, somebody sold it like 2 hours later. So got a different stock unit for you. This is going to be a 2026 1LT convertible. And again, I'll put all the info at the end. But yeah, this one has a jet black interior, and one of my managers saw fit to give it some tan seat belts. But I want to talk about this paint in particular. Green is going to be a really polarizing color. I knew it wouldn't be everybody's favorite coming in. I know red, black, and white are always going to be the top 3 sellers, but I personally have been very excited for this. And contrary to popular belief, or what you might assume in thinking of a green paint job, I actually think this is going to be incredibly versatile. I think it's going to go with a wide variety of interior combinations, of exterior accents and options. Obviously, the lowest hanging fruit being black. Black is going to go with everything. I've got, for a later video that you guys will be seeing in a little bit, I've got a custom build with yellow stitching, yellow calipers, and yellow seat belts. That I saw as soon as GM premiered this color. They actually premiered in a similar build, and that is a phenomenal combination. But on top of that, you can go with natural interior, which would be very well accented by the Tech Bronze package. That's going to be the bronze wheels, the bronze accented Jake hood logo, and the fender hashes. You've got, like I said, yellow. I really think Sky Cool Gray is going to do very well. Some neutral colors. In fact, I think these wheels in particular, these sterling silver painted 5 close spoke wheels, will do very well on green with conjunction with a Sky Cool Gray interior. I actually have somebody looking to do one of the things that I was thinking about, which is an orange accent, a habanero interior, orange calipers, and orange edged carbon flash racing stripes. I don't think that's going to be everybody's. I think it's going to be a very, very bold build, and you're not going to see it often, but I do think green and orange are going to work very complementary. And then I'm still kind of hashing this out in my mind, but I was sitting here last night thinking, all right, what combinations are going to go well together? I think it's going to be a long time before I have somebody do it, and I can't confirm it until I see it in person, but I actually think you're going to be able to option this with some blue accents. In my mind, I'm kind of envisioning not too much blue, maybe the full Santorini, but maybe not the full Santorini interior. However, I do think a black interior with blue stitching, blue calipers if you're getting a Z06 or ZR1, something like that, and maybe even some blue edged racing stripes. Not really sure about that one, but I am trying to play with it in my mind. Again, I think you're gonna have way more combinations than you think, or than you would initially think with this green. But either way, everybody let me know what you think in the comments of this color itself. And this morning light is perfect because the color looks good, but when you see the actual sun hit it, I'm so glad they put so much metallic flecking in here. Not only does it make the color really come alive and show the depth of it, but it's really great for showing off the body lines too. It's not gonna be dark. Anytime you have a metallic paint option, it's gonna show off the body lines very well. But overall, I could not be more excited about this color and the options that we have for custom builds. So let me know in the comments what you think. As far as this car itself, like I said, it is currently available. If you are interested in this one, feel free to reach out to me. Cell phone number and email are listed above. Stock number on this one is going to be T5102480. Again, this is Roswell Green on jet black. It's got performance exhaust, the 5 split spoke sterling silver wheels, and tan seat belts. MSRP of $82,180. Reach out to me if you're interested and let me know in the comments what you think. All right, guys, next up I have one that I'm actually really excited about. Blade Silver has been brought back for 2026. This is a former C7 and C8 color, and they chose to bring it back. And now that I see it in person, not even just the color itself, but the silver option, I'm really glad we have a neutral option to build with. I think we were long overdue. I think it was crazy to take silver out of the lineup to begin with. But I went around the lot picking out, looking for an option. And this is actually a stock unit that is available. And whichever one of my managers built this, they built it incredibly well. It shows off quite a few things. One, this blade silver, first of all, again, with that morning sunlight, you're really seeing the full metallic effect. But this machine face 20 spoke wheel that's been out for a while really does well, not only in conjunction with the silver, but with a great accent color like the edge red calipers that we have on this one. Ties in very nicely to the edge red dual racing stripes. Silver is, I think, honestly the most versatile color you can have, even more so than black or white. This is going to work well with a variety, a wide variety of interior color combinations and accent pieces. Obviously, the lowest hanging fruit is going to be the adrenaline red interior. And what I love about this too, adrenaline red and edge red are two different colors, but they do not clash. When you have on the exterior, like I said, you've got the edge red all around, the racing stripes and the calipers. I think it would even do really well with like rear script for the Corvette script, but you notice it doesn't clash with the adrenaline red. So fantastic build. You could also do torch red, rear script, bright red calipers. But either way, red is always going to work very well in conjunction with silver. You can pick all your primary colors. I've seen this. We have one out back with Santorini blue interior. You could do in the same exact fashion, blue racing stripes, blue calipers, as if it's an option for whichever model you're picking. And then yellow. I actually, on my drive in this morning, I was like, man, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. I went on the configurator. I did essentially this build with black wheels, yellow calipers, carbon flash racing stripes with velocity yellow edging and yellow stitching and yellow seatbelts. That looked phenomenal as well. If you're sticking with more of a monochromatic look, you could of course do silver on black, or you could do silver on sky cool gray. I think if that's more your flavor, you don't need as much bold color in there, that would still work very well with these machine face 20 spoke wheels. And then if you want to get a little bit more fun, I'm sure we're going to have one soon if we don't already have one pulling in, but this will do phenomenally with the habanero orange interior, orange calipers, orange edged racing stripes, however far you want to go in accenting it. But especially from a builder's point of view, silver is I almost feel like seeing it in person, it's really a staple in the lineup, and I hope GM continues to keep it a staple in the lineup. But yeah, very versatile color. If that's something you're interested in doing a custom build, feel free to reach out to me. Sell and email are above. And then on this particular unit, like I said, this one is in stock and available for purchase. If you're interested, please reference stock number T5102792. Again, this is going to be a 2LT coupe. Blade silver on adrenaline red. It is well equipped with performance exhaust, front lift, GT2 bucket seats, 20 spoke machine face wheels, and has an MSRP of $88,960. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this silver color coming back for 2026, and reach out to me directly if you're interested. All right, guys, so next up, not necessarily the car itself. Orange has gotten so much attention from me and the channel in the last year. Looks phenomenal, but on this specific car, what I want to talk about is the new roof option available on coupes, and they are calling it the Electrochromic dimming removable roof panel. I've played around with it a little bit. We're still kind of understanding it as it goes. There are 3 different settings. There is a fully blacked out or blued out option. There's a medium tinted setting, and then there's a more open kind of exposed sunroof looking setting. There are 3 buttons, and I'm going to hop in just a minute And this is gonna be a new one for me. We're gonna try to loop plenty of B-roll footage in. We're gonna try to pull it out, get it in the sun, see how much light it actually lets through. But from the exterior, I wanna talk about a few things on this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I always give you guys my hot take. I don't try to fluff anything. I'm very torn on this roof option, and I think it's gonna fit a very particular group of people. So I'm gonna go over the pros and cons with you. First thing that I love right off the bat is that the whole thing, meaning these edging pieces, are not all carbon flash. It's actually edged in body color, which leaves a lot more continuity. One of the things that always stands out if you've ordered or seen a transparent removable roof panel is it breaks up this body line right here by being all black. And that kind of can take away from the continuity and body lines of the car. I do like that they chose to keep the edging in body color, so it's not going to disrupt the look of the car. In addition to that, I've said it many times on the channel, I think really bright colors, orange being one of them, often does well by breaking it up with a lot of black. Yellow, torch red, these colors kind of share the same feature. I like balancing them out. A lot of you guys seem to like balancing them out with a lot of carbon flash or black. In this one, you'll see there's no spoiler on it, and the mirrors are in fact body colored, but the wheels are gloss black. And I love balancing out with black. I might even, you know, if this were my car, I'd probably throw a black spoiler on there, maybe a Jake Hood logo. But this does help in adding some balance to the car and the overall aesthetic of it. So I do like that one. Now, let's talk about the biggest con. In the car that we will be discussing next, the black Z06 over there, I already took the roof off. That also has this removable roof panel option. It is incredibly heavy. The standard roof panel is super lightweight, 14 pounds, just about anybody can change it out. This one has a lot more weight to it. So I think this roof is gonna favor someone who probably is not gonna be looking to take their roof panel off very often, hence the monochromatic, or the electrochromic changing option. So if you're somebody who says, yeah, I like to be able to see up, let a little bit of light into the cabin, but realistically, I'm never gonna take my roof off, this might actually be the option for you. I think that's a good one. The other thing is, this option carries a cost of $3,000. Now, if this job has taught me anything, it's that money is very relative and means different things to different people. The question is it worth $3,000 to you? Again, if you are looking to fully load your car, have a window sticker that's all loaded up, and you're looking for every comfort and convenience, I think it's a great option. If you're looking for a more budget-friendly build, this one might not be for you. And again, I think a lot of it is going to translate into how often you're actually taking that roof panel off. The other thing, and I'll hop in now. All right, guys, so we're on the interior with this new electrochromic roof option. This, as you see it right now, is the fully unfiltered, untinted version that's letting in all the sunlight. I have the sun right there, and it's a little hard for me to look at. This is about as light as the roof will get. You're gonna see these three buttons here. There's actually three settings. There is the untinted, the fully tinted, and then there's an in-between phase as well. It also takes a little bit of time for it to actually kick in. It literally looks like somebody putting ink into like a cup of clear water, and you literally see it. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna trigger the mid setting right now, and then we're gonna time lapse it, and hopefully the camera will pick it up so you see it over time. And you're not gonna be able to see with the sun in there, but I'll talk you guys through it. As it's in the process of changing, whatever setting you have it going on is gonna be blinking. And then once the process is completed, that's when it goes fully solid here. And I don't know how much the camera's gonna pick up, but we got a cloud passing over the sun right now, so that might also change how it's appearing on camera. All right, so it looks like this is Yep, that has stopped blinking, so that's the mid setting. I'll be honest with you, I don't really notice a ton of difference between the middle setting. It obviously is right in the middle, but it's hard to notice. I think most people are probably going to switch between the fully tinted or the fully unfiltered view. So now I'll kick it over to the fully tinted electrochromic version. And I can already see the edges getting darker right now. Very, very deep purple, deep blue tint to it. All right, guys, looks like that is the fully saturated, fully tinted view. That light has stopped blinking and it's now solid. So those are the three different modes available with this electrochromic roof. Hopefully the camera picked it up. You guys got a shot of the three buttons there. Everything else on it is standard. You still got the 1, 2, and 3 latches to actually swap the roof panel out. And keep in mind, this is going to be significantly heavier than the standard roof or the transparent removable roof. The interesting thing is it's not immediate, and this is technology that I'm very unfamiliar with. This is new to the Corvette world. It actually takes a minute. It almost looks like dropping a little bit of black ink into some water, about how it very slowly clouds or unclouds to change the tinting. So I'll be curious what you guys have to say as you actually see it in person, get your hands on one, because it is a very tactile thing. It's a very see it for yourself type thing. I'll try to get as much footage of it as I can though. But overall, I do think it's a very versatile option. I think it's something fun to shake things up in the Corvette world, and I'll be really curious what you guys think about the look, the functionality, and also the price tag. So let me know in the comments what you think. As far as this car itself is concerned, this one is available. And it is a 2026 3LT coupe, brand new. If you're interested, stock number is T5101147. This is going to be Sebring orange with a habanero interior. It includes front lift, magnetic ride, performance exhaust, and that electrochromic dimming roof panel. Has an MSRP of $94,420. So again, if you're interested, reach out to me, but let me know what your thoughts are on that roof panel. I'm sure we'll have many more thoughts as it gets more dispersed into the Corvette lineup. All right, guys, the last car I have for you in today's lineup is going to be this new Z06. It's a 3LZ coupe. But what we're going to be mainly talking about on this is one thing. This is the first time I've seen it in person. This is going to be the ultimate suede interior package, and I'm still learning about it as I go. But it looks like it actually has a little bit more options than I had previously thought. So this car as a whole, pretty much a true Batmobile, black exterior, black interior with the ultimate suede. But it's not, so a lot of people, you know, historically when you talk about suede on the interior of a C8 Corvette, you're talking about the seat inserts and the steering wheel. This is something completely different. This is actually everything but. Now granted, you can still option it with the suede inserts and the steering wheel, but we did not do it on this build. The ultimate suede package encompasses just about anything else. This is actually very reminiscent of the 2023 70th anniversary edition in many ways because of all the Alcantara suede on it. You're going to have the entire door panel. You're going to have the center console right here, all of this accenting, and then the entire full dash right there. So there is quite a bit going on. What I like about this that I didn't realize until we actually got this car in person, I thought the ultimate suede package was just straight black, but I did not know you can still do custom stitching with this. Now, this one is a 3LZ, and we chose to do it with adrenaline red custom stitching to match the calipers. This one has the bright red calipers. But there's a few things I want to mention. One, you can do it with yellow stitching, you can do it with blue stitching. Two, one of the most subtle changes to the 2026 lineup, and one of my favorite changes, which I think is going to be super consumer friendly, it used to be that if you wanted custom stitching color, it required a 3LZ trim. I just went on and confirmed it on the configurator today. But now, if you want a jet black interior with custom stitching, you can do it on a 2LT or a 2LZ. That's going to open up plenty more options for people looking to keep their build a little bit more budget friendly instead of having to bump up a full trim. So a huge nod to GM and everybody at Chevy, because I think that was an excellent move that makes my job easier doing custom builds, and it opens up more options for you guys. Now, back to the actual ultimate suede interior. I think this is going to be a very polarizing option. I think it looks and feels beautiful. Absolutely love it. But the biggest thing that I'm going to tell people to keep in mind is how often you're going to be using and driving the car. Because as a whole, leather is going to wear a little bit more, a little bit better and be a little bit more durable than the Alcantara suede. So, my personal opinion, if this is going to be a car that you keep in your garage and you baby and you take out once a month on a sunny day, I think the ultimate suede package is going to be a great option for you. Conversely to that, if it's something you're going to be daily driving, the suede will wear a little bit harder. So I might suggest sticking with a contemporary leather interior in that. But overall, I think it looks phenomenal. This one was very well optioned. I think I know which one of my managers built this. Not only is it a true Batmobile, but they also optioned it with carbon fiber level 2 on the interior to match that carbon fiber steering wheel with the 3LZ trim. Let me know what you guys think, not only of the look of it, but again, if you have a car with Alcantara suede, so if you have something like the my favorite car, the C8R edition, which has the Alcantara, or if you have a 70th anniversary edition and you've been driving it for a while, let me know in the comments what you think, how often you drive it, and how well that interior has held up for you over time. Now, as far as what we can do with this, again, yellow stitching, blue stitching, red stitching. I think you can work with 3 primary colors there, plenty of accent options in the calipers and the racing stripes, but overall, I think it's a welcome addition to the 2026 lineup. With this car in particular, again, it is available. And if you are interested in this brand new 2026 Z06 available for immediate purchase, stock number is T5600144. This is going to be black on black, ultimate suede with red stitching. It is well equipped with front lift, carbon fiber level 2 interior, and it does have that electrochromic dimming roof panel that we also just talked about as well. It's stowed safely in the trunk right now. MSRP on this car is $149,910. Reach out to me if you're interested. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think that's going to about do it for today's lineup. But again, I'm going to have some more videos coming for you guys soon. Let me know what you think about all these new options. There's a few that I still have to cover. I'm going to try to squeeze one last video in once we get stock. Looking at things like some of the new stock wheels on the Stingray. I got to get the medium ash gray interior with habanero stitching. And I know there's one more that I am missing, but I'll get those to you at a later time. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in any of these stock units or in doing a custom build, that is always my favorite part of the job, please feel free to reach out to me directly. My cell phone is 856-534-4006. My email is bnewberger@siokaauto.com. But as always, thank you so much for watching Let's Vet, and I'll catch you next time.